Hello everybody, my name is KingStix. Today I have a little bit different video than I usually do. I want to start a new series that a lot of YouTubers have already done. It's basically, should you play this champion or whatever, and they pretty much just circle jerk over how OP that champion is, and they're like, oh, you should play, it's the best thing in the world. Oh my god, I'm having the best time of my life playing this champion. And I'll definitely have some of those videos where I really like a champion, so you can expect some of those circle jerk videos. But I also want to have the opposite side where I'll talk about a champion or a certain way people play that champion and talk about maybe why you shouldn't play that or the reasons why it isn't good. So with no further ado, let's get into this video. Assuming you're not going to build Cinderhulk on Warwick, you're only really left with two real options because Runic Echoes is an AP jungle item, which doesn't really make any sense on Warwick since Warwick only has one spell that scales with AP. So essentially you're left with Warriors or Bloodrazor. Now let's start on Bloodrazor. You might think, oh, that sounds like a nice item on Warwick with all of his attacks. He's melee, he's going to get a lot of auto attacks in. The problem with Bloodrazor is the best way to build Warwick already is to take 3 points in W, if not max it straight out. And the thing is, whenever you max Warwick's W, this is what you get. Once the enemy's below 20% health, even if you have 0 attack speed items, look, you already have 2.5 attack speed, which it maxes out at. That means you're doing 2.5 auto attacks per second, no matter how many attack speed items you buy. Even if you only put 3 points into your W with 0 attack speed items, your attack speed nearly maxes out. Now, once you level up W the 4th time, it already maxes out at 2.5 times attack speed. And the 5th time you max W, it's already maxed out. So there's honestly really no point in taking W a 5th time. So Tarzan's 3 level up is probably kind of wasteful. So you might as well take 4 points in your W before you max your Q. The 5th point in your W is pretty wasteful unless you're just using it for the movement speed aspect because the attack speed overstacks itself. And I know you are still getting the bonus attack speed when they're below 50% health. You're going to be better off probably leveling up your Q once you get 4 points in your W. So back to the topic at hand, Bloodrazor isn't an efficient item on Warwick simply because building attack speed items on Warwick wastes the attack speed aspect of those items because Warwick's W is so efficient at giving him bonus attack speed whenever enemies get lower on health. This only leaves us with one other jungle item besides Cinderhulk, and that is Warrior. Warrior only gives 2 stats, which is the attack damage and cooldown reduction. The cooldown reduction is relatively wasted on Warwick. For his abilities, you don't really need it, but you can still kind of make use out of it. The 60 attack damage doesn't go to waste either because Warwick's ultimate and Q both scale off of AD. So you might think, oh, that sounds like a great item to build on Warwick. The problem with it is building AD items in general on Warwick is a really weird slope because Warwick's passive, Q, and ultimate all do magic damage. What this means is even if you keep stacking AD, your spells are going to keep doing magic damage no matter what. The problem with this is the game gets later and later, you're not going to have proper penetration with your abilities. For example, as if you keep stacking AD, there's no AD item that you can buy that gives you magic penetration. Your only other choice is to just go AP Warwick, which is complete trash because then your auto attacks don't do anything. If Warwick's spells did AD, it would be fine because then Warwick could get away with doing something like Kha'Zix and going Black Cleaver. And then Warwick would probably be really OP if his spells actually did AD because he could get something like Black Cleaver and Lethality. But Black Cleaver and Lethality don't do anything for Warwick since his spells do magic damage. So therefore AD Warwick isn't that great, and if you're still not convinced, none of Warwick's spells can use crit. For example, even if you have 100% crit, his Q, his ultimate, and his passive do not crit. So if you do build AD on Warwick, many of the items that are AD have crit chance in them, which will go nearly wasted on him since none of his spells can actually crit. Not only that, but like I said, Warwick cannot truly take advantage of lethality and armor penetration in general because his spells do ability damage. This leaves us with the proper way to play Warwick, which is tanky. Overall, having lots of HP, some armor, and some magic resist on Warwick is the way to go because of Warwick's E Primal Howl, which makes him take extreme damage reduction, which allows him to take loads and loads of damage without dying. Another great aspect of this is Warwick's passive, which gives him healing. Whenever Warwick is very tanky, he can stay alive in the fight longer, get more healing. Not only that, but staying alive long in a fight with Cinderhulk is very powerful because of the AoE burn damage you're going to be doing to the enemies. Overall, this is why Warwick is forced into a weird spot of not really being able to build AD items, attack speed items, or ability power items. It's all due to the way his abilities spell and the specific damage that they do, which is magic damage. This is very unfortunate. It really limits Warwick's builds to just being pretty much pure HP and a little bit of utility. Just for the record, I don't think you should never play AD or AP Warwick. I think there's a time and place for it, which is normal games or Earth. AP Warwick is really OP in Earth, just to let you guys know, especially in the early and mid game. But as a rule of thumb, I would highly suggest not playing AD or AP Warwick in ranked games. And that is going to wrap up this video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. My name is KingStix. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'll catch you next video.